Hi, I'm Neil Davis. I'm the Director of Community Services for the City of Ukiah, and I'm here at the end of Norgard Lane at a city-owned property that's about three acres. We're looking at this property thinking that it's got the potential to be a new park. Our 2025 Parks Gap Analysis confirmed what we believed, that we have a shortage of parks on the south end of town. And so we're looking at this park this location as a possibility for a new park. We want to get community input on this, and since it's behind a locked gate, we're going to have a series of community meetings where people can come down and do a site visit. But for those of you who can't come down for one of our scheduled site visits, this video is going to show essentially what we would see if you were able to be here in person. So let's go on in and take a look at the place. The property is about 3 acres, and as you can see, it's got a nice open area that would be the main area that there could be a park. There's also some mature oak trees here. You can see those oak trees back on the other side of the park, and this nice oak tree right over here. So a nice big open area that we could do a wide variety of things. Again, it's about 3 acres. Then over here on the west end of the park is an old barn. And so what could we do with this? I mean, we could tear it down and put something new in there, or maybe we could use it as some sort of shade structure or community kind of room. Obviously it would take a lot of work, but all of this is going to take work and money. But it's one of the features that's here existing, and we need to decide how to best take advantage of it, or whether we need to just get rid of it. So let's take a closer look at the barn. Here we are a little closer to it. You can see it's got these big doors on the side. It's kind of the corrugated metal kind of stuff. It is essentially watertight, and it's about 60 feet by 80 feet. We'll step on inside. So here inside you can see it's pretty rough. It's uninsulated. It's got no floor to it. And so it would take quite a bit of work to make it workable, but we know that there's from our gap analysis, we know that people are looking for temperature controlled places for our parks. We also need places that are covered in the shade or out of the rain. So is there something that we could do with this facility to make it work as part of our park system? I think the answer is probably yes, but maybe that's not a community priority, and maybe we can't afford it, but at least we should consider it. So here's another perspective of our potential park site. There's the barn, and over here behind this walnut tree here, you can see where the road access is, and I'll just kind of scroll around to show again essentially what we have here. There's a little drainage ditch along the southern side of the property, and to the south of it is a vineyard. To the south of this vineyard is the wastewater treatment plant. So here we are a little bit farther to the east along the property, and you can see there's this truck road going back into the vineyard here. And again, on the other side of the vineyard is our wastewater treatment plant. The city owns the property that the vineyard's on, and it's currently being leased to vineyard operators. But it's being saved because we may need to extend the amount of wastewater treatment plants we have in the future. So that's a site of it's not available for a park because we may need it for the wastewater treatment plant at some point in the future. But we could theoretically have a trail and provide public access along this road and around the other side of the wastewater treatment plant. So trails, and we're kind of right up against the Russian River here. So that road could theoretically provide us some trail access along the Russian River. So just taking another little view of the location, we're looking back at that truck road over there, and now seeing on around to the barn, again seeing the open space that we have here available for however the community might want a public park to be here, if that's what we choose to do with it. And then as we come around this way, looking to the east, we have a little very rough access trail that'll allow people to go down to the Russian River. So here we are going on down to the Russian River. As you can see, this is an access path, but it would definitely need some improvement if we were going to have the public being able to come on down here. But it is a point where we can get down to the Russian River. And the Russian River, people around the Ukiah Valley used to come down to the river to recreate all the time. And we've gradually, over the years and decades, lost access to the river as private property owners have decided they don't want the public crossing their property, which isn't necessarily, which is understandable. But you can see the river down here is really pretty. It's going strong right now, but certainly having people be able to access the Russian River as it comes through the city is desirable to me, and I think to many other people as well. So how can we plan to make this a safe access place where people can enjoy the river and recreate and commune with nature? And here's one more view, just kind of looking up the river from this essentially the same location. And going upriver from here along the Russian River, a lot of the river looks much like this. So here's just one last view. Excuse me. Here's just one last view of the site from under the shade of a big, beautiful valley oak. What would you like to have here as part of a park? Picnic tables, playgrounds, community gardens, cornhole courts, basketball court, all kinds of different things that we could potentially do with this park. What do you want to do with that big old barn? We'll definitely have to look at the access. We'll have to consider where parking might happen, and hopefully be able to do some improvements to the access road. Anyway, I hope you can attend one of our input meetings. If not, please fill out the survey that we have and let us know what you would like to see us do with this location. Thanks for your time.